In the high peaks and mountains of the Himalayas, one can find colorful pieces of cloth strung across the trails. These Tibetan prayer flags are rectangular pieces of cloth imprinted with text, verses and images. The mantras and images are prayers for a life filled with good fortune and longevity. It's said that the prayers of the Gotama Buddha was written on battle flags carried by the Devas to be used against their foes, the Asuras. The sutras originally written on cloth banners were disseminated to other regions as prayer flags. The two types of prayer flags are Lungta and Darshong. The Lungta are connected on the top edges and typically strung between a high and corresponding lower point. The Darshong prayer flags are attached to vertical poles and normally is a single piece of fabric. The 5 colors of the prayer flags represent and relate to the 5 classical elements of nature and the 5 pure lights. In the Dzogchen tradition of Bon and Tibetan Buddhism, the 5 pure lights are an essential doctrine. Very simply put, the absence of delusion regarding the 5 lights, the knowledge and realization leads to a state called the rainbow body. As the wind passes over the flags, the air is purified by the mantras. The flags decay and are replaced by new ones, symbolizing the constant change of life and its impermanence. In 1885, the Colombo Committee of Ceylon, now Sri Lanka, met to discuss the creation of a Buddhist flag. The committee was chaired by the Venerable Hikkadue Sri Sumangala Thero. The design and layout of the flag is credited to the American journalist Colonel Henry Steele Olcott. Olcott, who founded the Buddhist Theosophical Society, created a Buddhist catechism, inspired the founding of Buddhist schools in Sri Lanka, and formed the YMBA, the Young Men's Buddhist Association. On Vesak Day in 1885, the flag was hoisted. However, the shape of the flag was modified thereafter on the recommendation of Colonel Olcott. The shape was conformed to the proportions of country flags, and subsequently the modified Buddhist flag was reintroduced and presented to the countries of Japan and Burma. In 1950, the World Fellowship of Buddhists met in Ceylon, and this flag was formally adopted as the official flag for Buddhists around the world. Each color within the flag has a significance. Blue, the spirit of universal compassion and peace. Yellow, the middle path. Red, the blessings of practicing the teachings of the Buddha. White, the purity of the Dhamma. Orange, the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings. The 6th vertical band is a combination of the 5 colors and is a representation of the Prabhashvara, the spectrum which is the aura of the Gotama Buddha. Buddhists coming from Theravada, Mahayana and allied belief systems use variations of the original design, albeit with slight changes. Some have even included the representation of the Dharma Chakra, the wheel of the Dharma. However, the original design from Sri Lanka, based on the 5 colors, is the predominantly used version and is regarded as a universal symbol of Buddhism and its teachings. Today, the Buddhist flag is strung across temples and religious places around the island, or flown from a flagpole. Along with other iconography like flowers and incense, the flag is used as an offering and remembrance of the Gotama Buddha. The flag directly represents the virtues which need to be followed and were extolled by the Buddha. This is the path the devotee strives to tread for leading a better life. The flag is an essential part of Buddhist rituals and a step towards remembering the noble precepts which bestows merit on its followers.